Afang soup is originated from the southern part of Nigeria, Efik tribe of Cross River State and Igbo tribe of Akwa Ibom State precisely. It is one of the soups you can easily find in Efik and Ibibio ceremonies and parties. Afang soup is very nutritious and the cost of preparing is adaptable to the number of people you're preparing it for. To prepare this soup, first we're going to go in with your protein. I'm using goat meat for this. I added some stockfish, blended pepper and seasoning. We don't use onions to make afang soup because it makes the afang soup to get spoiled and stale after a few days. So you're going to cover this up and allow it to cook. Now this is what afang leaf looks like after being cut, and I attach the picture upward so you can see what it looks like before cutting. And if you can't do the cutting yourself, please take it to the market for them to cut it for you, so they know how to cut it properly. And then after cutting, you are going to pound it. Please do not use a blender to pound your afang or to blend it. Use a mortar and pound it till you get a very silky consistency. Then for your water leaf, you're going to select out all the pink flowers and all the flower buds, and then you're going to cut them into small bits like this and wash. After cutting it, you're going to wash it again for the second time. The second time is to take out the slime. Are you seeing how the water is looking slimy? If you don't wash it out, it's going to make your afang to be drawy and slimy, and that is not what we want to achieve. So we are going to wash it for the second time after cutting it, and you see the water leaf is now looking clean and dry and no slime. So by this time our meat is ready. So we are going to open it up and check our meat is good and ready. I'm going to go in with some salt and then mix that into the pot, and then I'm going to go in with some palm oil. Now we'll add palm oil in 2 stages when making afang soup. After adding your palm oil, I went in with my washed water leaf. If you notice, I did not add any extra water because the water that is going to come out of this water leaf will be enough to prepare this soup. Just watch and see. I went in with my Panla fish. I went in with some extra pepper, enough crayfish. When you are making afang soup, crayfish is a must. Like, put it in very generous amounts. And then we are going to go in with extra seasoning so that our soup will be tasty, of course. And also note that when you are seasoning your food, always start in small quantities. It is better to add than to try to remove seasoning. So you're going to mix that in, cover it, and allow it to come to a very good boil, just like you're seeing. And you can see that the water leaf has released the water from itself, and now we don't need to add any extra water. So that is why when you're making afang soup, do not add too much water when cooking your meat. Just add a little amount that can cook the meat. Then the water leaf will do the other job. So I'm trying to get my water leaf to boil very well, because once we put our afang, we are going to put off our source of light. We're going to put off our gas, because afang soup is to be cooked in steam. So now you see how our afang turned out after pounding. It becomes darker and it becomes a little silky. That is why you should pound. Then I now went in with some more palm oil. This is the second and the last stage of adding our palm oil. So you see now I put off my gas after putting the afang, because we are going to cook the afang in steam. We're just going to mix it in and allow it to cook in the steam from the water leaf. Also note that this helps to keep the afang soup fresh throughout the process, like throughout the period where it is in the fridge or something. So anytime you're eating your afang soup, it still tastes fresh, it still tastes really nice. So after mixing, I covered it up and allowed to cook in steam, and this is how our afang soup turned out. So guys, ask me questions when you have one.